Hello, and welcome back to Overbooked. I'm Amanda, and today we're going to be doing like a weekend reading / studying vlog because I have a paper due very, very soon, and I haven't started. I also am participating in the Indigathon, the readathon. I'm participating in the Indigathon, so I'm trying to read some certain books by Indigenous authors about Indigenous characters, and I haven't been reading. So that's been cool. I even started a 5-hour audiobook. Haven't even finished that. It's like November 14th or something. That's cool. It's definitely not for lack of material because I have all of these. I have started Johnny Appleseed on audiobook, so I think I will try to listen to that on a walk, on a drive, finish that this weekend. And I also started The Heartbeat of Wounded Knee, because in my head I was like, Amanda, it'd be so cool to learn like history of Indigenous people in the United States and really have a great solid background before you dive into all these other books. I haven't even made it to page 100, so that was not a smart call on my part. We're gonna see how far we can get on this. I think I'm gonna try to do some reading sprints, and we'll go. I think what I might also try to do this weekend is start and finish The Beadworkers by Beth Patote, which is a collection of short stories about Indigenous people and life. But I just think that this might be a good idea because it's super short. You know, they're short stories. You can breeze through them. So I think this is something that I could actually, you know, if I wanted to like check something off my list, finish a book, I think this one might be it. The strategy is to do this thing that I found. YouTube channel, Be Right Back Reading? Library Reading? Something. I will link her below, whatever. But it's called Panorama something with a P, studying method. So what you do is you study consistently for 25 minutes, and then you have a 5-minute break. So I think I will use that going back and forth for reading and for my paper. And we'll see what happens. I also am gonna do some other stuff in between. Gonna like work out, gonna go for a walk. Also I won a book giveaway from SavvyReads like a couple weeks ago. So I think I'm gonna try to go to a bookstore that just opened up and get a book with my giveaway winnings, and finally I can tell her that I got it. I might drop off something for a friend, and that's probably it. I don't have any other plans, but we're gonna see. I thought that maybe doing a little vlog might be motivating for me, like, because then like when I check in, I actually have to check in about something. I can't be like, well, I'll just stay here for 25 minutes. So we're gonna see how it goes. We will see. Cooking up some eggs. Cooking up some eggs. Got that coffee brewing. Whoop whoop. Here we go. We did nothing today. Didn't do anything. I started this vlog saying I was going to do some study techniques, do some reading. I did not. I spent my time driving an hour to a bookstore, getting books, driving around another town, getting gifts, and then coming back and doing nothing. Watching The Mandalorian. Now I'm gonna watch a YouTube video. Yeah, it's that's what my motivation level has been like recently. I don't know how everyone else has been feeling, but lately I've just been like, I could really do nothing. Like legitimately nothing. That's my motivation. I'm gonna watch this video and then I'm going to read for the rest of the night. I'm not gonna try to study. I'm not gonna try to write this or do this paper. We'll come back to that tomorrow. But I will show you the books I got, since luckily I do a book channel. So a couple weeks ago, like I mentioned, I won a book giveaway from SavvyReads. Link her below. Super cool. And her only thing was that it had to be from a local bookstore, so I decided to go to a new bookstore that opened up in Flint, and it is owned by a Black female, and it's just really cool space. I have a lot of books centering around the Black experience, people of color experience, just really cool. So I went there, and it was really cool. I liked it, enjoyed it, just really, really neat. I wish I lived closer. But I ended up getting 3 books. So I got Giovanni's Room by James Baldwin. One of the booktubers I watched just read this, and I can't remember who it was. It was somebody. If I remember in time, I'll link her below. But I haven't read James Baldwin, so I thought that what better time than the present, this book, put on a list. Also got The Men We Reaped by Jasmine Ward. I've heard great things about this, especially from the podcast I always talk about, The Stacks. She loves this book. I've just heard other great things about this book. So I'm just really excited about it, and I thought it'd be a cool book to have and then to lend to other people. So I actually have a couple people in mind that I would like to loan this to after I read it. And then I also got Hood Feminism, Notes from the Women That the Movement Forgot, which is like my main motivation for going to this bookstore, because I wanted to get this book from there. And as I was checking out, the guy was like, can you tell me how much are like of these books are left on the shelf? And I was like, oh, I grabbed the last one. And he's like, ugh, we sell like 5 copies of this a day. So that's kind of cool. I've heard really good things about this, so I'm excited. Especially as, you know, I consider myself to be a feminist, and I don't, I want to make sure that I am taking note. Wow, I'm really terrible with this camera. I want to make sure that I'm taking note of, you know, all women around me, not just white women and their experience. So really want it to open my eyes, make sure I'm educated and aware. So I'm really excited about this book, and I've just really heard great things. Great things. Okay, we're gonna watch what I love to watch, which is Game Grumps. My brother showed this to me long time ago, but I don't know what it's been, like why it is, but like I like love Game Grumps. Like I watch it daily. Like they come out a video every single day, and there's sometimes where I'm refreshing their YouTube page because I just can't wait to watch their show. And it's stupid. I'm gonna tell you straight up, like if you're like, oh, I want to check this channel out, like don't judge me. It's stupid. It's completely stupid. They're stupid, but it makes me laugh, and I don't know what it is. I like watching them play stupid games. I don't know. It's just getting me through the current times. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I just got some tea brewed, and then I promise you after this, I will dig into a book. Okay. Wow. Okay, here we go. Let's read. All right, so we're gonna go to bed. I got to page like, what did I get to? I got to page like 100 in The Heartbeat of Wounded Knee. I got through the prologue, I'm pretty sure, is what I just got through, which is, yeah, part 1, narrating the apocalypse. Anyways, I got through part 1. So this part 1 is essentially from 10,000 BC. Where is it? Oh, I just had it. Yeah, 10,000 BCE to 1890, which is when the Massacre of Wounded Knee happened, and David Tredor is now going to launch into how the indigenous spirit has still lived on and survived after that massacre. So I might read a couple pages before I bed. I might just go to sleep. And I hope to read 100 pages tomorrow, because I'm going to be ambitious, and we'll see what happens. So day 1 was pretty bad for the goals I had achieved. But, you know, whatever. Hello. Let me see. Can I just do this? Yeah, let's do this. Okay, so I just, it's 1 o'clock. I've been up doing my thing. I made breakfast, and then I read 50 pages of The Heartbeat of Wounded Knee. So we got this far. Feeling good about it. It is raining, so I don't know if I'll go for a walk to finish Johnny Appleseed, but I did get like a good portion of it done yesterday when I was like driving around. So feeling good about that. But I do think I can finish it today. I think that will be my goal. I think I'm about to do my first, I don't know what it is, you guys. I need to Google this. YouTube. Where is she? Oh. I don't know, you guys. I think I'm subscribed to too many people on YouTube. There she is. Pomodoro. So I'm gonna start my first Pomodoro thing, which I've kind of talked about. It's like this thing where every 25 minutes you're supposed to focus on one task or one thing, and then you take a 5-minute break after to do whatever you please, and then the process begins all over. You can complete these intervals 4 times in a row, and then once these have been completed, you can take a longer 15 to 20 minute break. 2 hours. We'll see if I can do one. Oh my God, I don't know why I went back to school. This is stupid. Okay, so what is this? Does she literally just have... So I'm gonna try to find a YouTube video where the music tells me when to stop, but reading Be Right Back doesn't have like music, it's just like quiet. So we're gonna look for something that I can have on in the background. I will check in later. Okay, so I just ended my last little 25-minute session a little early because I accomplished what I think I really wanted to accomplish today, which was to finish this freaking survey that I told my professor I would do for my research paper. So I just kind of wrapped it up and I sent it to like about 5 people, like a couple of my friends and my mother-in-law, to see what like their thoughts are on like accessing it, taking it, if they had any feedback on the questions. And then also I want them to take it so I can see what the results look like on the survey. So I made a survey on Google Doc and I didn't even know that was possible. So I'm really excited about it. So hopefully that works. It was kind of super random, but I'm doing this research paper for my, I don't remember what my class is called. It's called like Applied Research in Triple Bottom Line something. But I decided that my research question I wanted to be was pull up my little PowerPoint that I put together. What are the factors that are preventing more American women from purchasing electric hybrid vehicles? So I did some research trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I knew I kind of wanted to look at like the electric vehicle and hybrid vehicle section because I work in the auto industry since I live in like the Detroit area. It's a huge industry here. Like everyone I feel like I ever encounter with works for, you know, an auto company or something. So I thought that might be cool to tie that back to my actual career field right now. So when I was looking at the research, you know, I saw that there are some barriers to people buying electric vehicles, but I didn't see a lot of demographics. And in my main interest was demographics on like why more women are not buying electric vehicles. So I wanted to kind of figure that out, look at that more and examine that more. There's a lot of like online articles that suggest stuff, but there wasn't a lot of actual like peer-reviewed studies and actual research done on the topic. So I'm hopefully it'll go well. But I want to say that like this study technique that I found through reading_BRB, such a clever name. I like that name. I really enjoyed it. I actually think that I am going to do this more. It made it so much easier to study. I felt like I was much more focused in the 25 minutes than I am in like when I sit down to study or try to do something like, and I'll sit down for like an hour and I will just be on YouTube for an hour. So I found this actually really beneficial. And I thought that the 25 minutes weren't going to be enough time. I thought that I was going to get too invested into what I was doing to want to take a break. But it was actually a really nice, like, sweet spot. Like, I kind of knew when I was getting to the end of 25 minutes, like, my attention span was, like, you know, going. But I was like, okay, I have to be close, and you'll be able to take a break soon, so it'll be fine. And it really did work out well. So I think I'm going to keep doing this, especially now that I only have, like, I think 2 weeks, not even, to get this paper done. So I think I'm actually going to try to do this like consistently every night after, you know, work or dinner. Try to do a 2-hour session of this like every night. And I think, you know, next weekend I'll try to maybe do 2 sessions, like two-hour sessions. I don't know if I could do more than 2 hours just because like without a longer break, which she did mention that if you're doing 2-hour periods, you could do a break, like a 15 to 20 minute break in between another period of it. But I almost feel like, oof, there's just a lot of studying. But on the weekends, maybe I can like break that up, like, you know, do a 2-hour session in the morning, go about my day, do some other fun stuff, and then in the evening do another 2-hour session. So I think that would be beneficial. So I'm really glad that I found this study technique. I think it's really good for me. I'm happy how it turned out. I think now I'm going to work out. I think that I might take a walk. It's been like really rainy and windy, but I don't feel like I've moved my body. Okay. Well, I've been kind of shitty about this vlog, but I worked out, went for my walk. It was super windy. I really had to fight against the wind to get anywhere. And then we got Jet's Pizza for dinner, which was really satisfying. I just kind of want to chill for a bit. I think I'm going to chill for an hour, watch some YouTube videos, and then I'm going to read Heartbeat of Wounded Knee again. I think I'm going to try to get to 200 pages for sure by the end of the night. If I get more than that, perfect. And then I got some feedback on the survey already, so I'm going to maybe try to tweak that a bit, and then, call it a day. Okay, so I think I wasted enough time doing nothing, and I'm gonna start reading, but I'm also gonna have some ice cream. I recently bought Season's Best pumpkin pie. It's actually pretty dope. I thought that it was gonna be not that great, but it has little pie pieces in it. That's so good. I used to work at Dairy Queen, and we had a pumpkin pie blizzard, as many people know, and I loved it because it had pie pieces in it, and this is what reminds me of it. So we're gonna read, eat some ice cream. Man, it's Sunday. I get so sad. I legitimately, you guys, I know I think I've said this in the vlog so many times, but I would not mind retiring right now. Age of 26, let's retire. I have enough hobbies. I have enough things I think would keep me busy. I could get a part-time job at the library. I don't know. I don't want to go to work tomorrow. We got to page 200. So now I'm gonna try to finish Johnny Appleseed to actually finish a book for this weekend. And while I listen to the audiobook, I'm gonna try to clean and pick up all my clothes. Has that ever happened to you guys, throughout the week? I don't know about you guys. I always have a good intention. When I take something off, I will put it away. But I never do. It just goes to the floor. So I have to do this every weekend where I just pick up a massive pile of clothes. All right, so I finished Johnny Appleseed. Thoughts. I think that this book would have been good to read a physical copy, just because, so Johnny Appleseed is about a indigenous young man who is queer and two-spirited, and he is living off of the reservation in a bigger city, and he's a cyber sex worker, and he finds out that his stepfather has died, so he has a week to essentially save up funds to go back to the reservation. And in this week leading up to this funeral of his stepfather, he shares stories of his past and his present, kind of. So it's almost like a short collection of stories, but about the same characters. So not that I didn't enjoy that, but I think that if I was reading a physical copy, it would have been easier to keep track of where we were in the story, or the transition, I guess, between him telling a story and him just talking in present tense. So that was my only thing about it, and there's nothing you can do. You listen to an audiobook, you listen to an audiobook. Otherwise, I really liked it. I thought it was really captivating and interesting. It's definitely a perspective I haven't read from before, so I just think that there's a lot of things to, really listen to and educate yourself about. So I really enjoyed it. It was pretty short, but it took me a very long time to read. So, yeah. And, yeah, it was really good. I think that I'm thinking about doing wrap-up videos, filming my wrap-up videos as I finish the books, because as I found in my last wrap-up video, I had a really hard time recollecting like what the actual books were about, if I had read them at the beginning of the month versus what I just read. So I might, after this, do that. But I think that I'm going to end this vlog now. It wasn't very exciting. I actually really didn't accomplish much at all. But I am still very excited about that study method I found, and I'm very excited about doing it daily. So, and we got to 200 pages of this, which I hope to finish this week, and then I can tackle the other books on my list. Oh, also, right before I filmed this, I figured out my scrib issue I've been having. So I really wanted to read Winter Counts for this Indigathon, but it wasn't on my library, it wasn't on any Libby apps or library apps, but it was on this app called Scribd that I buy for audiobooks. But when I was on the app, it like kept skipping, and I guess that's like sometimes happens on certain titles. Unfortunately, that means I have to like listen to that book in browser. So now in order to listen to that book, I have to either listen to it on my like laptop, or I have to listen to it on my phone in Safari. So that's gonna be difficult because I don't know if I could just like turn off my phone, like put it to sleep while still listening to it. But now I have a workaround to actually listen to the book. So that will be my next audiobook. All right. Well, thanks for following along on this little reading vlog. Hopefully I get my reading kickstarted after this weekend. So feeling good. Hopefully if you guys are participating in the Indigathon, you're doing much better than I am. And I hope you guys are all reading fun, interesting, and captivating stories and are learning a lot. Thanks for stopping by. Make sure, if you haven't already, subscribe, like this video, and I will see you guys next time.